Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you, God. Um, to hear these perps doing whatever they can to disorient me, deflect me, and try to create this like, V2K seems like they try to get you to like have this back and forth. Is they continuously interact with you to have just random interactions, and these perps, which I think I've seen a few of them before. Have you seen uh, these people who are basically contracted to just agitate you, right? And with me, I mean, they look like. Let me give you a glimpse of what perps look like that interact with you. And for me, what I detest the most is the ones that they are contracted to agitate you, right? But they still want to present themselves as if they're like some kind of feminist, liberal group of people, but they are here wearing PJs and this. Oh, so disgusting. I I want to say it, and I don't mean to be racist. Listen, I don't. I say that because that's how they appear to be. This agitating, condescending, entitled, white, liberal-looking female. Oh, we're not, huh? I'm like, Jesus, you sound so no, he's so clown-like. He's such a trash. Like this, just that's what they try to sound like when they try to agitate me. Um, but I know it's their fashion to agitate me. But they come in all shape. There's like some Hispanic, this black woman, this black man, this white man, this the demographic of perps comes in all shape. But they all gonna agitate you one way or another. Another thing they try to do is try to sound also like menacing. What they do to us target individual is horrible. They don't need to be present to do this to us. When you hear a woman talk about her genitals being burned, the person doing that is somewhere not in the room where she's being burned in. So I've seen what they look like. These people who can blind you or can look like this. My point, like this, or even worse, like this, which they try to turn into something else. Very pathetic looking. The reason why is because they're just the perps contracted by governmental entity. They are just the bottom feeders. When they interact with you via V2K, oh, the character is on. Character, just say they knew that this does something. Look who's talking is just some pathetic looking person like that. Truly, the definition of pathetic. Probably on antidepressants, some of them. Unstable as it gets. Fragile as it gets. They can be crying over nothing. But when they interact with you via V2K, oh gosh, you think that they're gods themselves. It's like a personality, they go into personality mode. And so for me, you just gotta be strong. Understand that it's a role they're playing, and they enjoy this. It empowers them. Like I said, these people can be very fragile human beings, but when involved in this program, this godly feeling they get, oh, character mode. From the most agitating version of themselves or whatever they try to be, to the most fierce version they try to present themselves as. And they go through the scripts, and you see who's talking, and you're like, oh my gosh. They talk about how they're gonna make you struggle. It's like, yes, the government's gonna make me struggle. You yourself gonna be struggling right now. You're just a pathetic loser that decide to choose this easy way of living. Look at them; they don't even have to dress properly. Do you have to dress for comfort? They have to dress like the housewear. I remember going to the laundromat one day. This person there. I went there early. Oh, she dressed like she was going out. The reason why she dressed up is because she wanted to show, like, you see, I can dress. It's like, you just, because, you know, they want you to perceive them as something else, but the reality is, these perps, for me, I know that because I don't do things, like, I don't go outside that much, I just stay inside. So they have to dress in a way that's efficient. Housewear, pajamas. But when they try to break themselves, look, if you saw, listen, I took a video of this person. If you can see, it's like, you didn't dress like that just to do laundry. You just wanted to make yourself seen by me and look at me. I'm just, you're so pathetic. She probably even put makeup on just because of that. But the truth is, that's what they truly have to be dressed like. My point is, when I say this is, this technology do things to us that are so disturbing. They talk about, I've seen, because they talk about how they're going to blind me. I'm not surprised. I don't want to be blind, but this is something that is not unique to me. They blind men, women, and even children. They play you with sight. Your sight, your sense of vision is played with a lot. But can you imagine to do these horrible things in this, looking like that? I remember seeing this guy coming out of his apartment, completely just boxers. He's a perp. And he didn't just wake up because he's comfortable. Instead of wearing pages as you see that, he dressed in the way that makes him feel comfortable to do what he does. This guy. Now, what my point is, these people do these horrible things to us. They are clowns. You see how they dress. You can't even do not take anything serious. But at the end of the day, look at them for how easily it is to do the evil things they do to us. They're just perps. They're just the losers. They're contracted by the government. You know you chose this right, something comes back. The easiness of it all, with the foulness of it all, and the disruptive, disgusting things they do, they will get theirs for sure. Look at that. You mean somebody like that in the pages can blind you like that? Can disorient you, can break you. But the way they try to sound like, now we're gonna kill you. And I was like, look at you. I know what kind of piece of shit you are. The psychological torment is disgusting. But that's what they do. You can imagine these people. Look at them. You just saw a glimpse. They come all shape and form, all race and all whatever, looking like that, doing what they do. When I mean looking like that, means like this is how easy it is to do what they do. But you gotta see it for what it is. Today, listen, they play with my libido so much that I need to do something to release my libido. And I schedule, now that's how it goes, a monthly releasing session. I watch adult content and get rid of my whatever libido I have. Because what they do throughout every day is create stimulations, then create stimulation, then aim the stimulation toward children. I've said that many times. That's the nasty things they do. It's the pedophilia type of torture I keep bringing up almost every day, multiple times a day in my videos. To the point where I literally put it on my calendar. I call it JS. If you can see, this is my calendar. It was set for last month. I put this GS weekend. GS is just code for me. It's a adult content person. I don't want to be graphic, but this is the things I go through. And I know it's degrading, but I'm going to be honest. And the reason why I do that is because what they make me experience. They crank up my libido so much that I'm like, okay, I have to find ways to release that. But I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. And I schedule a GS weekend. This JS is a And this is the calendar that you're seeing. I put that last month. And I decided, okay, on that day, on that weekend, I will watch adult content and release myself. I don't want to be graphic, but I know every time I do that, what they do is they try to make me imagine children while I'm watching that. Sometimes what they do is, while I'm going through my, I'm browsing YouTube, like when I'm not even thinking about, before I'm going to watch adult content, I'm just not in my bed or just going through some videos and funny. What they do is they put children there. They mess with me knowing that, today's GS weekend, we're going to mess with him even more. The reason why I put that on the calendar is just make sure that you guys are trying to make me think of children. If I put that 1 month ago and this is happening, it's because you are trying to rewire my brain in these disgusting pedophilia ways. Which they're like, no, we mapped it. These people work for pedophiles. And they really try to reconstruct your brain. These people in their pictures in these pedophilia ways. So in my brain, they have these thoughts. Earlier on, they made me have a leakage. It's crazy. They can make your urethra, like muscle, function certain way. I went to the restroom, and all of a sudden, a drip, a leak of my urine came out. I was like, what? And that's because earlier there was like a kid in a crowd somewhere. You understand how disgusting they are? This trash that you see, with the easy comfort that they're in, doing the level of disgustingness they do. That's what they're gonna get theirs in magical ways. In magical ways. Listen, for me, I understand the reality. These people can do that to me in this easiness because the governmental entities are doing that. They're just the bottom feeders implementing that. They're just that. They're the losers. They're trash. They just use these moments to feel special. The empowerment of it all. Easy money. Easy. Look at them. They don't even have to wear pants. But they'll be like, no, we mapped it. This, and that. I was like, okay, yeah. Deep investigation. This trash are just rewiring the brain. And they're utilizing this technology. Well, there's this technology. It's being utilized. And they're using this trash to try to agitate you to accepting this thing. So I'm on YouTube. First, and they start making me think, oh, wait, maybe you should start looking at, you should start going to do the GS thing, right? Watch adult content. And try to have this thought like that. And the reason why this thought was coming in my head at the time is because of this. In the midst of that thought being my brain, as I'm saying that, this perp, she's like, oh, that. This baby comes out in my profile. It's an adorable baby. And then, by the way, it's a black little girl, so it's gonna be. They're gonna be like, no, we mapped it. You see, and they give me stimulation even talking about it right now. We mapped it. You see, it's like, now remember what you did as a kid. It's like, what? You trash ass. So a month ago, I put this on calendar so I can expect to see this when I go through my YouTube. This bottom feeders, this trash and low life. And the reason why this baby, let me repeat that, the reason why this baby came into my YouTube is because if I watch GS, for example, right, adult content. If I watch this adult content, they want me to start thinking about this baby. This is why this picture of this, not even this picture, this video was recommended on YouTube. Let me repeat. You see, this is YouTube. You see this baby out of nowhere come up. So when I watch this adult content and I try to release myself, this baby comes in my head. And then my head right now is like, no, map there. Remember black little girls. Remember what you did as a kid. No, it's what this low life wants me to start thinking about when I think about sex. When I'm in a sexual state. They want me to, while I'm watching adult content, to start thinking about children. This trash here, these losers, this disgusting trash, working for these governmental entities, in whatever fashion they come in. These are the things they work on. These are the low life. Obviously, I can't do it today. I guess I'll wait tomorrow. If I have to, I'll push it to next weekend. But if I watch this adult content, they're gonna make me think of this baby while I climax, because they are reconnecting my brain in this way. They are rewiring my brain, just connecting it. Sexual. They try to make me think of sex, and by the way, when they say reconnected, they make me use that word so they can be like, now reconnected like you were when you were a kid. They're retarded. They want to connect my brain with sex and children together, fuse that together. They want to reconstruct my brain that I think about children and sex together. And my brain is like, nah, that's how you thought when you were a kid. Can you imagine? This trash and low life. And as I'm saying that, I'm hearing perps going through like their scripts. It's gonna get worse. And yes, it's gonna get worse. And you guys are reconstructing my brain to think about children in sexual ways. You'll rewire my brain. And your bottom feeders enjoy your peaches. A trash loser who do whatever you do in this utmost ease. But don't worry, you'll get yours. I'm telling you, I'm a prophet. Don't worry. You'll struggle in other ways. This easy thing that you do to people, these horrible, disgusting ways, reconstructing, manipulating the brain to think about children in a sexual way, and you think life is going to be sweet? Hell. My friend, it's going to come to you in ways you don't even understand. But they just losers. We talk about people like that. You see this like, that facade, this way, this like little fake full. Look at them. Oh my gosh, like, you're a fucking clown. I'd rather be a bum than live like you. Do you think I want to be living like you? You think that this is the life I would choose if I could live a life? What's the between that and being a bum? What's worse? Doing that and manipulate people in these disgusting ways, or being a bum, starving to death. What's worse? I choose being a bum. This disgusting trash. I'd rather die in hell than live the way these people live in this comfort. This is disgusting. This is what they do. They rewire thought process in these disgusting ways.
Control them. Knowledges that can pipe voices into an individual's head. And once you can do that, you can control them using neuro-linguistic programming techniques. You're rewiring their thought processes and brains. And so this gets into...
They are rewiring the thought process. Just like they're rewiring and the brain. Just like they're rewiring me when I'm thinking about sex, they want me to think about children. When I see children, they force me to sexual stimulations. When I'm watching adult content, they want me to start thinking about kids. And then you have trash like that in their pages saying the most disgusting. Nah, I saw you, you bum. And then they try to agitate you via V2K because they pipe in these voices that they can do. Their voices can be projected into your brain. So you hear some losery of a human being talking to you.